and welcome to LexGo Eat, the Herald Leaders podcast about eating and drinking in the bluegrass. I'm Janet Patton, and I cover food and bourbon and craft beer.
I'm Cheryl Truman. I cover business and features.
And I'm Sally Shear, and I'm the Lifestyles and Business Editor.
Today we are here at Chatham's Southern Comfort Foods, which is in the former Ramsey's location on High Street, if you remember where Ramsey's was, and who can forget it. And we're going to be talking to them about their upcoming relaunch this weekend. And I really hope they get good weather for it, because that makes a huge difference, as we know from Food Truck Friday, which was last Friday.
Yes.
And of course, we're sitting here, you can't really see, but it is again pouring the rain, because it poured the rain yesterday, it will pour the rain tomorrow, and the day after that.
But on Food Truck Friday, it was beautiful and sunshiny, and everybody who was inside in all of the rain came out to see the sun and
get
to
a bite
join
to
us
eat
at Food Truck Friday.
And to get free cookbooks from the Herald Leaders.
That's
Yes.
right. We gave away so many cookbooks, and if you follow us on Facebook or Twitter, you knew that we were going to do that, and many people showed up, and we gave away probably, I don't know, 15 boxes of cookbooks.
Easily.
It
Hundreds
was
of
great.
cookbooks. Have I seen a happier woman than the woman who got the Julia Child French cooking cookbook?
Really?
That was in the box. Yes.
Yeah.
Crazy but true. Yes.
Oh, yeah,
that lady who got the Encyclopedia of Cheese was pretty happy too.
There you go.
You can still follow us, even if we don't give you a cookbook.
Right.
Because we're going to give you lots of
Twitter.
great free information here, as well as in the newspaper.
And there may be other freebies in the future. You never know.
We're working
We
on
get
some stuff.
We get stuff.
We do. One thing I did want to mention, we had a huge crowd for Food Truck Friday, and some people were a little put out about that because of the lack of parking and having to wait for so long. And I think part of that was just a function of the good weather and the fact that it was more than we hoped for.
Right. I mean, lots of people came, which meant there were lots of crowds, which meant the 6 food trucks that were there
we had 6
had people waiting in line. But I didn't eat until after 1 o'clock, and I was able to get something, and it was delicious.
They were there till the end, I think, and there was just a real crunch from about noon to 1 when people really had to. I think they were overwhelmed.
Right. Truck Fridays throughout the year.
1 in June, 1 in August, I think. So
every other month.
So
check your Herald Leader and yourkentucky.com and your LexGo for more information.
Yeah, and we had a really fun piece in the paper on Monday, right, about a gluten-free bakery.
Yes, our intern, Hannah Scheller, wrote a piece about the gluten-free bakery on Burt Road, a woman who has a son who is gluten intolerant, and she also has some gluten issues, has opened a bakery where everything is gluten-free, and she also, it's not cookies and muffins and cupcakes, it's pizza and soup, a wide variety, so you can go and get lunch. She's on Burt Road again. It's a cute little place, and she's doing it for all the right reasons. It also has some paleo offerings and some vegan and vegetarian offerings, so
Sounds
check
terrific.
it out. Yeah.
And she brought back a box of peas.
Yes.
I had a lemon bar that was really terrific.
Yeah.
I was very happy.
Yeah, it's a
with
nice
that
place.
lemon bar.
I also had a lemon bar. You had a lemon bar.
I did have a
good?
lemon bar.
There are
Delish.
quite a few lemon bars.
Yeah.
Cheryl, there's a really interesting event or two coming up this weekend at Keeneland, right?
It's called It's My Derby on April 17th, 11:30 a.m. to 12:30 p.m. in the paddock to benefit the Permanently Disabled Jockeys Fund. You can get a Keeneland poster for $10, $5 for additional items, limit 3.
This is for autographing, right?
Right.
This is their
there are additional fees and levels of participation. D. Wayne Lucas, the Hall of Fame trainer, will host it.
That's a second
and
event.
that's a second event.
Yeah.
At the Keeneland Sales Pavilion from 5:30 to 10. He will be joined by jockeys including Pat Day, Chris McCarron, and Lafitte Pinkay Jr. Premium tickets, which include a reception with the jockeys, are $150 per person. $125 if you're a museum member. General admission is $50 per person, $40 for museum members, and you get appetizer, food stations, and a cash bar.
And you get to bid on some fun items. This is a fundraiser for the Jockeys Fund, the Disabled Jockeys Fund, and the Kentucky Derby Museum. And what I've heard in the past is that the really hot item everybody wants is the brunch, the Derby Week brunch at D. Wayne Lucas's house. And so that's one of the silent auction things. I know, it sounds like it would just be crazy fun.
Yeah.
And there's really a whole lot of stuff kind of hooked around Keeneland. We've got Shaker Village is having a really fun dinner after the races with I think they're going to have Wilderness Trail Distillery stuff to drink, Marksbury Farm meats, and I think John Carloftis is also having a really cool gardening day at the races kind of thing.
Right, with a cocktail hour attached to it.
Yeah,
I
you
think.
could, and you can also do a cocktail party at his house, Botherham, in Lexington too. So
Which is
you
in
know.
Southern Living magazine this month. Just by the by, you might want to check that out.
There you go.
Gorgeous.
And
Yeah.
looks stunning.
Yes,
in-
beautiful
in Southern
place.
Living, yes.
What doesn't, right?
Exactly.
Anything that he touches, come on.
Sure.
I'm here with Lee Millward, who is the co-owner of Chatham's Southern Comfort Foods, right?
Yes.
And you guys are having a big event on Saturday?
Saturday.
Tell me what it is.
We are so excited. We're having a relaunch party, and that is basically to celebrate our customers in the community. And we had a little bit of a rocky start, but we're back. We have a brand new team. Mark O'Shea, Anita Bishop, Amy Harris is the new chef.
Where's she from? She's a veteran. She's been around a lot of great restaurants around here, right?
She has, definitely. She worked for Jonathan and Weta Michael.
Oh, at Holly Hill Inn?
Yes.
Oh, and
She's
Azure
amazing.
too, right? So
Yes.
She's done stints in many great restaurants around the city. And I think you told me for this weekend you're going to have some specials, right? Some appetizers and things?
She's doing a complimentary appetizer flight on each table.
Oh, that's nice.
I know, potato skins, smoked beer battered mushrooms, cornbread muffins, things like that.
Some nice surprises.
Yes.
And she's working on a new menu for this summer, right?
She is.
That'll be
probably around the first week in June.
Yeah.
May.
First week in May. You
Yes.
think that early? And a chance for you guys to kind of reintroduce yourselves to the city?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Now Chatham's has been open since I guess last fall, but it didn't start off all that well.
It did not.
Now you've hired a new team.
We have, and
And-
they've really taken it to the next level. Business has really increased, and we're seeing a huge response from the community. We are so appreciative.
Well, that's great. Do you think the patio will be open?
The patio is open right now, and it is booming. It is so beautiful out there. Hopefully, we're hoping for some good weather in the next
Yeah,
few weeks
I was
for
going to
sure.
say if it stops raining.
Yes, one day.
One day. Well, thanks, Lee. It's great to have a
Thank
chance
you
to stop
so
by and
much.
see Chatham's.
Thank you.
It's kind of hard to believe, but we do have the Derby coming up in 2.5 weeks.
I know.
And
Hopefully
I don't
it'll
know.
stop raining by then, huh, Cheryl?
Please.
Never. Perhaps my hair can be dry. in
April
2.5
showers,
weeks.
you know, that's what they say, April showers.
Did you guys see that pie that Sullivan University's bakery has made? They've had for a while now. They've had a couple like a Derby cupcake. This is a mint julep pie that they've come out with. Yeah, it has chocolate bourbon pastry cream topped with mint whipped cream, chocolate curls, and fresh mint.
Yes, please.
Yeah.
And they have a bakery in Louisville where you
Yeah.
can get stuff.
They
like
do,
this.
and
I
they'll
wonder why they don't have one here. We
they'll
have
do
someone
box
here.
lunches. They do box lunches.
Ugh.
They have a whole restaurant kind of thing going on
Maybe they
there.
do. Maybe they'll invite us out there and we can go look and see what they're doing.
I think they would love to have us. I
Yeah.
think it's a road trip.
Okay.
We're going to get that in the works. Sally, you heard an interesting tidbit
I
about a TV show shooting here.
I did. I'm always interested when somebody says something about the Food Network being in town.
Absolutely.
And the tip we got that was the Food Network was at Dudley's downtown because they were doing that chef's guilty pleasure where they interview the Food Network chefs who say, my guilty pleasure is
Uh-huh.
a box of Cheetos late at night. Only this guilty pleasure was Bobby Flay.
Oh,
Imagine, Bobby Flay's guilty pleasure is at Dudley's in Lexington, which is their, I want to pronounce it right, I'll do my best, Tornado's Maxwell, which is a lump crab, tenderloin with lump crab and a béarnaise sauce. Based on what I saw, it was the most expensive thing on the Dudley's menu, $36.
that would make me feel guilty.
But they were here saying that Bobby loves it. And so that little segment will be on the Guilty Pleasures show that they do, and you said the Food Network said somewhere around
About
Memorial Day.
Day.
So
Yeah.
look for it.
We're
proud that Bobby's guilty pleasure is
it sounds
here.
really upscale to be a guilty pleasure. When I think
Yeah.
guilty pleasure, I
You
think
think
like
something bad?
I think like sprinkling hot Cheetos on a double White
Right.
Castle while you're watching Real Housewives.
Right. You
or
think a
something.
bag of
That's a
Fritos and
guilty
cheese
ple-
dip.
Going
or-
to Dudley's kind of sounds
Yeah,
fun.
it's a
I mean,
shishi guilty
yeah, I mean,
pleasure, I
it's
guess.
kind of like you
It's
can
an
hold your head up and
upscale guilty
yeah.
pleasure for Bobby Flay.
yeah.
Anyway, Bobby Flay's around a lot, we know, because he has horses.
He does. He's out at the sales a lot, and he
And so
races.
apparently he's
yeah, he's
eating
at
at
the Derby.
Dudley's and
He's rumored
likes
to
it.
be looking for a space in Louisville for a restaurant.
There you
know,
go.
lots of great places here in Lexington.
Absolutely.
You could set up a restaurant right here.
We'd be happy to have you, Bobby. Let's go eat, Bobby.
and yes, whoever you choose to bring with you, let's go eat.